right, welcome to another episode of Fan Therapy episode 55. Fan Therapy Football, back with another episode here with your college football analyst, Tyler. Oh my goodness, I ain't got it up, but he is, I got it memorized up here now. He is the tennis high school team captain and leader of men. He is 2-0 in the national championships. It's getting dicey whether we'll see one or not this year. What else I got? He is a Pac-12 enthusiast. He is a 16. No, sorry, Pac-12 apologist, 16 playoff enthusiast. It's looking better that way these days, especially with the rankings coming out. Tyler, I got it all here, bro. How we doing, bro?
I'm doing great. It was a turbulent weekend of college discourse on social media, but here we are. We got the 12. Wait all year for it, but excited to talk about it.
Bro, here we are. Big game started breaking into the college football rankings. Before we had that, we had a big game over the weekend, Big Ten championship. Uh, would you say that's the premier game of kind of the conference championships this year?
It depends. Yeah, I mean, team wise, yeah, but like historically, it's Bama Georgia SEC championship. That's always that always
Right.
sends chills down your back. But that was definitely this year going into it team wise, not like school wise, like 11-11. It was definitely this game, but like you know
It's always gonna
Bama
be.
Georgia always. Oh, Bama Georgia, you could have me and you on either side of the ball, and then people still get up for that. So
Right, that's what I was thinking. Bro. I was curious. Like they got the time slot. This game was crazy, but yeah,
yeah,
as we saw this one at the end of it, surprised the Indiana University beating my Buckeyes 13-10. Fernando Mendoza 15 for 23, 222 yards, a touchdown and a pick. First play of the game, it looked like it was over for him, and he comes back to lead
mhm.
his team to a victory. Tyler, what was your? We'll get into many aspects of this game, but what was your initial reaction to seeing Indiana pull this one off?
So while watching the game, I was with one of our other friends, and I looked at him and I said, "If there's this game has got two outcomes. One is Ohio State comes out there and shows you why they're the best team in the country, and they dominate. They dominate in the trenches. Their defense is dominant. Jeremiah Smith gets 7 catches for 200 yards. Bo Jackson, the freshman, runs all over them. Julian Staten cements his Heisman, and they win 45-10. And we're like, oh, okay, so
Mm,
Indiana, they beat Oregon, but the lights were too bright. Option B was this game was a classic Big Ten scrappy game where neither offense could really put their get their footing in the game. The run
yeah.
games were struggling. The D lines were dominating, and that if that were to happen, I was like Indiana's going to win. Like I don't see Ohio State this year with their schedule, with the way the teams that they've played. They haven't been in a situation where they've had to deal with a few punches to the face or have to come up with that big swing, that big right hook at the end that is the knockout punch. They haven't had to do that
Mm.
because they've just been so consistently good on both sides of the ball. So if there were a game where a team were to throw them off the rhythm, make it scrappy, make it a real dogfight, it would be Indiana, and they lost. So the outcome, this was the way Indiana had to win, and they did it. They executed it perfectly. It's how they beat Oregon. Well, they beat Oregon because they just dominated that D line. Signetti just outcoached Ryan Day, like top to bottom. He had him in a box. It was incredible.
Yeah, no, that not okay. I'm gonna jump honestly. I'll jump over to this one because one thing I'm thinking of, and my fandom of college football is growing. But one thing that I've noticed about Ryan Day is he has a lot of successful teams, and I think he's
Mm-hmm.
successfully checked all the boxes. But I feel like each season he always just leaves something, some
Yeah.
kind of meat on the bone, something kind of out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think at the end of the day, that could also be a whole load of nothing, but that is something that I do notice. Like whether it's Michigan game, conference championship, something like that. I don't know if you know, so I have anything to speak to towards that.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. The way Indiana won is the exact same way that Michigan won last year. They brought the fight to Ohio State, and Ohio State wasn't ready for that. And Ohio State won the game thinking like, yeah, like we can just, go through the motions, do the same thing, dominate the same way we are. And it's hard to dominate when you're, 6'5", 300-pound right tackles staring across from him is another 6'3", 270 defensive end that doesn't play for Northwestern. You went up against a dog, and you weren't ready for the dog fight. And but now that scares me because last time that happened to Ryan Day, he looked at them and said, "Look what happened." And they said, "Oh yeah, watch this," and they just killed everybody.
Yeah.
So
that leans into why I was saying at the end of the day it could be a whole lot of nothing, because I honestly truly my pick to win it all is probably Ohio State at this point in time. Honestly, I don't think it would be a bad pick. I think when I'm gonna do another dive into these teams and see, because after watching Indiana, I think Fernando can take them all the way. I honestly I think some certain teams have a harder run than others kind of to get in there. I think Georgia can find themselves in a pretty have a pretty decent run to get in there. So yeah, if you're good on Indiana, we can honestly get into there, because it sounded like you had some stuff to say about the playoffs.
Fernando Mendoza, his ability, it's kind of like watching it's like the Kobe post fade, right? It's the Fernando Mendoza back shoulder throw is money every single time. Every time they need something, he just throws it perfectly to his wide receiver's back shoulder. And it's incredible how they have this money play that they can just go to. Because they did it for that the touchdown to Eli Surratt to take the lead. It was perfect defense. You can't, that is teach tape. But he got beat because Mendoza is just so good at this back shoulder throw.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Is he leading the way right now for the Heisman, now in your opinion?
So the Heisman to me is always an interesting thing to talk about because it is an individual award. It shouldn't go to just the quarterback on the best team. I'd give it to Diego Pavia. It's a down year. I don't nobody's really taking it.
That's what it seems like. People aren't even arguing about it that much.
No, because it's like, oh, do you really want to argue about Julian Sayin, Fernando Mendoza, and Diego Pavia? Last year we had two guys that legitimately were Heisman. We had two Heisman winners last year.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny and Travis Hunter both deserved the Heisman. So
that's and so funny, the comparison.
Yeah, and now this year you're oh, so a couple QBs had an average season. Diego Pavia had a baby Manziel season, so it's I don't know. He didn't he didn't go in there and beat. He didn't make a statement win. He didn't go in there and beat Alabama. If he did that, easy walk in Heisman. But he didn't do anything statement worthy. Fernando Mendoza has a statement worthy thing, but you're oh, but it didn't you didn't really put up the counting stats or have I don't know. We talked about this. You need an aura to win the Heisman.
Right.
At some extent, you have to have some Heisman aura, and you got it.
Pavia is the closest thing to it.
Yeah, and then you look at it, you're well, if you put all three together, you got a great Heisman.
Right. That's so funny. That's funny. I was even thinking my first few games watching Julian Sayin, I was I don't know, but he definitely flipped it around for sure. But yeah, it just speaks
bad Big Ten
down here. You can only play the games on your schedule.
Yeah, and you look at Julian Sayin's resume for it, you're oh yeah, cool. Wait, you were throwing to Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith?
Right.
It's like you watched him on that one play against Indiana just decide to run past the guy. I was oh my gosh. Never got single coverage again.
Well, we're about to find out, because there is nothing but the best in this college football playoffs, as the committee would say, but I think a lot of fans have something to say against it. Before we get into kind of the big dogs in the race, what are your opinion on the fringe? Notre Dame, BYU, JMU, Tulane, Miami. That was kind of the round robin question there. What was your opinion on kind of where the committee landed overall before we kind of get into the tournament?
So when this playoff expanded from 4 to 12, the argument for expanding it was you control fully your own destiny. If you just have to win games and you're in, there's no reason to complain.
Right.
If you can't do that, you don't deserve to be in it. I don't feel bad. I'm like, sorry, maybe Notre Dame, maybe you shouldn't have lost to Miami and Texas A&M. Then you'd be in. Well, why are we looking at games for September? Because it's part of your schedule. Sorry. If this were a 4-team playoff, we'd be arguing who? We'd be arguing Oregon versus Texas Tech right now.
Yeah.
We'd be arguing you'd be arguing Ohio State or Oregon because they're both 1-loss teams in the Big Ten, both lost to Indiana. If we did a 16 playoff, we'd be arguing Texas A&M versus Oklahoma versus Ole Miss.
Do you let Ole Miss in without their coach at this point? There's 6 teams,
no matter they could make it 137 teams, and there's 138 teams in FBS football, and people would still argue about 137 to 138.
Right.
Notre Dame didn't deserve to be in. They didn't win. They didn't win the games they needed to. Miami probably didn't deserve to be in. They didn't win the games they needed to. BYU probably didn't deserve to be in. They didn't win the games we needed to. So, sorry. Notre Dame.
BYU was Texas Tech and the chip game.
Yeah. So this is the argument, right?
Right.
So they don't penalize Alabama for playing in their conference title.
Right.
They penalize BYU for playing in their conference title. I get it. It's Alabama.
Yeah.
But why put Miami? Why just put BYU in?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like Notre Dame. I'm happy they're out. I don't think they deserve to be in. They played a cakewalk schedule after.
Yeah, I didn't want Notre Dame to get in either.
Yeah, they start. Oh, this was what they were going to do. They were going to schedule 2 hard games because don't play in a conference, so they make their own schedule. They're going to schedule 2 hard games in the beginning of the year. After that, they're not going to schedule anybody. So they're just going to have 2 losses and always just be the 12th team in. That was that basically was their formula. And now that they've complained, the committee's saying, yeah, if Notre Dame's ranked in the top 12, they're guaranteed a spot. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't stand them. I can't stand the NCAA. I can't stand the football committee. Bring me back to the BCS, 2 teams. Our national title should be Georgia. It should just be Georgia, Indiana.
I know that's where my casualness comes in because I do like honestly seeing the games, but everything you said makes perfect sense. But
yeah,
that kind of it shows you why they do it because more casual fans just want to see the games and the cool teams play each other.
But at the end of the day, the 2 best teams in the country right now are Georgia and Indiana, and they've done the most to deserve to be there. And I think they should. We as fans deserve to be able to watch them play each other. And with this format, you won't get that chance. Right now, could you imagine? If it was just a 14 playoff right now, we would have Indiana, Texas Tech, Georgia, and Ohio State. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
But now we get to watch Oregon play JMU. Who cares? Alabama, Oklahoma already played. Ole Miss, Tulane also already played. Ole Miss beat the brakes off of them. Miami, Texas A&M, that's the best one, but they have a common opponent which they both beat, and I think Miami's just gonna get smoked. So then you go back and you're like, okay, Oregon, Texas Tech, that's a fun game. Indiana versus Alabama, Oklahoma, don't care. Ole Miss, Georgia already played. Ohio State playing Texas A&M or Miami, probably going to kill them. Because there's levels to it. There's levels between the 15, there's Agreed. Clearly levels to it. It's college sports. So, but you got to play the game. That's the fun part. So.
It's time to play the game. No, I definitely agree. Again, my casualness, I kind of like seeing the teams. And that kind of, when you really polarize that conversation, we get into the inclusion of the JMUs and Tulane. I think that's kind of the main shtick. Do we want to see these teams come in to get smoked? I think people are really, really taking that Tulane team lightly. I think Ole Miss is shook up right now and vulnerable. Maybe Tulane can come in there. I feel something evil's happening, man. I feel it. College football is so evil. College sports
honestly so crazy.
I've seen the most evil outcomes, bro.
Because then we could the way the bracket looks right now, it feels like we're on a crash course to Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, then Texas
Yeah.
Tech or Oregon. Like Texas Tech, Oregon, I think is gonna be a really close.
I'm excited for that game. I really want to
Yeah.
see that game. Yeah.
That one, that see, that's the 16. 6 teams this year would be incredible. Because no offense, to Ole Miss, you probably get booed out for Texas A&M, but then you have Texas. Then you have Texas A&M and Oregon as your. So you'd have a bye for Indiana, Ohio
Mhm.
State, and then Georgia would play Texas A&M, and Texas Tech would play Oregon. So basically, like just removing the teams that don't deserve to be there.
Right.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never get it.
I don't. Yeah. No. I think that's literally the conclusion of every time somebody talks about the committee or anything about this. Literally, I just don't get it. They barely get it. Things change every year. There's rarely any consistencies. It is a crazy time of year, especially.
Actually,
One
no, I
thing
do get it.
I
It's money.
Oh well, yeah, that makes sense. If you do follow
Yeah,
the money, that follows a lot of these decisions.
yeah.
What I want to say, I am disappointed. I like the idea of warm weather teams going to play cold weather teams, and there's none of that happening this year. I
Well,
mean, like maybe a little cold in Mississippi. I don't know.
welcome to college football where half the 90% of the sports dominated by the
I
SEC. So,
know, I know, bro. It was like I think SMU had to go play in the cold.
and Penn State, yeah, they
Yeah,
did. Yeah, and all the private Penn State's airport was like delayed from the amount of private jets flying there because like they're not used to like private jets being flown there.
that's actually really funny. I did not know that at
Yeah.
all. Oh,
So
they weren't prepared for a lot, as we've learned, but we're not talking about them today. Unless you have something to say about Penn
about him,
State. I say,
and that
oh
game,
wait, they
yeah,
hired. Yeah, I was about to say we that was like right seconds after
yeah,
I literally hit post and we recorded. I think I was like dead,
yeah.
but yeah, I like it. I thought Seth has some thoughts on it. He like has some feelings like they're like kind of just wanted to shake it up a bit and like
The the part that cracks me up is they hired James Franklin Jr. Like they just
I know.
replaced him with himself. Why did you
I know,
fire the
but
guy to replace him with
he
himself?
seems he seems a little more like of an X's and O's like esque kind of dude, right?
Yeah,
Than James Franklin was at least. Like James
last year,
Franklin's like the CEO of like CEOs.
yeah, no. So like last year, Iowa State after one of their losses, he was on the podium and he was basically like, "Yeah, you guys don't understand this, but like I consider this a win because like our players have personal goals, and those are the goals I care about. I don't care about the wins and losses. I don't care about the accolades. I care about like our team's like personal goals." I'm like, "Oh, that's just a quote from James
Uh,
Franklin.
yeah,
That's just
it's
they just got
an
James
aspect
Franklin."
they wanted to keep around.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but like they're just gonna retry to do the same thing with the same. I don't know. They're going to get the Iowa State team. They're going to get steamrolled anyways. They're like they had to hire an actual
I'm
coach because
not
they
mad
needed
at
one
it.
because they have no
Right.
players. So
That makes sense. Not mad at it. All right. Well, moving out of college football into the pros, talking a little about NFL. This is fan therapy football now. Yeah, Eagles coming off of oh my goodness, I even forget the score. We lost by three of them, but Philadelphia Eagles played the Los Angeles Chargers away 22-19. Yeah, the game, I guess we had some of the flashes of greatness that we're looking for. Barely we had that one Saquon play. Besides that, offensive struggles, defense looks really good. Yeah, kind of the story of the season. I think each week we try to stay positive. Like this is the week is going to get better. But yeah, so here we are, 8-5. This is 3 losses in a row.
yeah,
4. Yeah, so it's like from 8-2 to 8-5, rolling into the most important part of the year. Battered and not looking good. Tyler, how you feeling about this squad right now, bro?
the same I felt last week against the Bears. They're just the offense is just bad. Like it's
Yeah,
just not even they're not even fun bad where it's like, oh, it's like, fun to watch. Like they're like painfully bad. Like they either lose 3 yards or Jalen Hurts throws the ball out of bounds. I'm like, okay, well, we can't even like get excited.
That's the worst part. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing to get excited. It's like that. It's like literally like watching like when Chelsea was worse. Like honestly, it's like we do some cool things to keep the ball to the net, but like just score. Like I want to see my team
Yeah.
score the ball, and it's so frustrating, especially with the talent we have. We've seen even I think that's the we'll start it here. I mean, offensive coordinator has been the point of conversation this entire year from the jump. Even when we were winning, the offense hasn't looked great. We've been kind of on this Kevin Patullo guy from the minute. I don't hate him as much as most, but I am frustrated with the guy right now. What are your thoughts on him, and what do you think he needs to do more of? I have one thing, but I'd like to hear what you're thinking.
The issue is just like they have no identity as an
Yep,
offense. And
we're on the same line. Yeah.
what they have decided that means is so bad. Like it means that we're just gonna play conservative football, and then randomly we're gonna decide now to not play conservative football, and now we're gonna make Jalen Hurts try to throw the ball through a window that not even Tom Brady could put the ball through. So like that's and then like we're like, oh, our offensive line, like they're bad at blocking, like they're bad at a zone scheme. So let's just keep running zone because it might work at some point. Instead of like being like, oh, that worked. Let's try to like do more concepts like that.
Hmm.
But when they have a play that
Yeah.
works, they won't do the similar concept. They'll just run the same play. It's like, well,
Hmm.
they've already seen that. Of course, like to watch Derwin James all the entire game. The dude really knew. He's like, oh, this is just a run fake
Man.
on the right, and he just dove in the backfield.
Yeah, I'll be like, that's the only one we'll try to repeat. I would say even them running the same play or even them giving them credit to. Like, obviously they don't go
Yeah,
back to it, but like even that, like there's certain things with like we were talking about with Devontae Smith, like there's certain aspects like we were using Smitty for last year that was destroying teams that we're not even
yeah,
touching this year. And then the one time we see it, it's like a clutch third down conversion. It's incredibly frustrating. Like what
yeah.
you said about the identity. Like I'm aligned there, but go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, you go.
I was gonna say the identity. I feel like just like we've been a team like build everything off the run, and like
Yeah,
I feel like we're not running the ball well this year. But even like we're not even. I feel like we're not even trying to put a focus there. Like we've signed. Like we're signing running backs. Tank Bigsby looks good on some of his runs. He's not getting seeing the ball again after like the second or
mm-hmm.
third time he touches it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a lot of like you're saying we're not playing off the things we're doing well, and we're repeating the things we're doing. It's there's just nothing to like follow in what philosophy we're kind of really trying to put out there.
Yeah. Like I think it was going around Twitter today from Brandon Lee Gouton that the Eagles like yards per play in shotgun last night was like 2.5, and then their yards play under center was like 8,
Mm-hmm.
and they put like 2%, like 5% of their snaps came from under center,
Yeah.
and they were incredibly more efficient and
Mm-hmm.
productive than the rest of their snaps in shotgun.
It was I saw the numbers later today on the show. I think it was like over 300 like in the gun. I don't know how many games this was they were tracking this, but like over 300 in the gun. I think it was less than I mean, yeah, 300 in shotgun, less than like 18. I think it was 18 under center or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like it's and it honestly reeks of inexperience at the end of the day, like in that
that's what
position.
it looks
Yeah.
like we have a rookie
No, let's get
offensive
into it.
coordinator because we do
Yeah.
have a rookie offensive, but like with this talent and this roster, you can't go into the season with a rookie play caller when your head coach can't take it over, and that's
Yeah.
the issue. Is like Nick can't like people are like fire him, fire him, fire him. Like okay, cool. The quarterback coach that was just the head coach at
Yeah.
Bowling Green. Is that who you really want calling your plays down the stretch in the NFL? Or
It's
do you
not
want
and it's
Nick to
not
go back? It's
it is
like there's nothing you can do.
and it's not
He's
even the
right. They're
first time
stuck.
we've been in this situation. It's not the first time that's why like I'm like this that's why I am like I am more angry. I truly am more angry at the hire than I am the person because we've been in this
Yeah,
position before,
it's
like
not
trying
his
to hire
fault.
from the inside. Doesn't
Yeah,
it doesn't work. We're taking him in a
yeah,
place where he was good, putting him in a whole new thing. I like obviously he wants it and like upped himself for the job. But like
totally.
we've seen this before. And when it works, there's a specific profile that we get. We have it on the other side of the ball. It's somebody with experience at this position who's probably 1 or 2 years away from being a head coach. But thankfully, we have a quarterback that can pick up on a good system and operate it. You just got to make sure the system's good.
Good, yeah.
You just have to make sure the system's good.
Yeah. Like, Hurts by far had his worst game as a pro last night. Undoubtedly, that was one of the worst football games ever played. But
terrible.
To go on top of that, A.J. Brown drops a touchdown. A.J. Brown drops.
The plays were there.
Pass play, the very first play of the game, out of structure. Hurts throws a dot down the sideline to A.J. Brown, 50 yards, first down, he drops it.
Yeah,
it's like you can't win. They just can't.
Yes. AJ did drop passes. There's this one thing I texted it to you, but I'm so happy we're talking now and I explained it to you. There's this one thing that I noticed at first when Yasin on the Lions do, and they do it specifically to AJ. Like, obviously, you want to get your hand there right before the ball comes, but like 2 seconds before, they literally take two hands. They take 2 hands and grab his arm. I'm like, oh my goodness, like what in the world? And then like he gets it out, like just like barely. It's so and like obviously it's like technique or whatever, but they do it to him specifically. They don't do other, and they get away with it on him. Yeah. It's so frustrating. Besides that, he had drops that he should have caught, but I just wanted to get that since we're in front of each other.
The issue when you're a physical receiver, DBs get away with so much more against you.
Yeah,
because referees are like, "Oh, well, you're doing it back," but that's just because he's bigger than the guy.
Gosh,
you know.
Seeing the replays, it's so fresh because I get it. It's slow motion, but like it's just like they're like for dear life, like they're not even tracking the ball. Like honestly, they literally lose focus on the ball and just grab his arm. It's so frustrating. But yeah, go ahead, please.
I think the most underrated frustration I think people should have coming out of the game is when Dallas Goedert has himself a good game. It should be 20 times better. The dude was open all night. And the offense just, like, we're so good. We got to do, like, it's like in basketball, ride the hot hand.
Yeah.
Golden State, when Curry was hot, they ran hot. They rode Curry. They rode Clay. They rode Draymond. They rode Durant. They didn't, like, try to just make sure everyone got, like, whoever was hot, that's who was getting the ball that night. Dallas Goedert last night was hot. Like, I think his first 3 catches were first downs, and they were huge plays too. And like there were plays to be had to Goedert, but Hurts isn't looking his way because the first read on the play that they're calling is for AJ.
Yeah.
But let's get the first read going to Goedert because he's cooking. He's destroying this Chargers defense. But like they just didn't look his way. I was like, come on, man. Like same thing with the running back.
That's a really good point.
He's running well. Sorry, Saquon. If you want to win, this is how you win.
And like, even if he is, like, at some point, like, just put Saquon's gonna be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're giving up the ball like to him the whole time. Like, he'll be better at the end of the day for Saquon too. Like, it's just, oh my goodness.
No, they're a frustrating team to watch. That offensive line is despicable. It's so bad. Just Jordan Mailata just. I don't know what happened to him. He stinks. Get off the mic, dude. Get out of WIP. Get back in the weight room. Like you just look awkward.
He is. I know he's one of the ones talking. He's trying to keep the fort together.
Yeah,
it's bad out there. And
Landon Dickerson just is a turnstile. Cam Jurgens, I don't even think he knows how to ID a mic at this point. People run right past him.
I'm assuming Landon's just not healthy, and we keep trying to put him out.
No, he's not. And
there's
he
no
should do
way.
it. Look at the defense. Look at Byron Young last night stepping up in for Jalen Carter. Like,
yeah.
Also, Nakobe Dean needs to learn how to tackle. I love Nakobe, but dude, Justin Herbert is not that slippery.
I know. And I think Jihad didn't get in honestly until like late in the game.
Yeah,
I didn't see him.
They gotta figure that out. There's no reason Nakobe Dean needs to be on the field on third down.
Vic doesn't like rookies, bro. He really doesn't like them.
Yeah, but you got there's no reason for Nakobe Dean to be on the third down unless he's blitzing. But if he's dropping into coverage, it should be Jihad. And I don't care if that gives away, but like you got to put your best 11 out there.
Oh man,
Because that Vidal 60-yard run does not happen with Todd Campbell out there.
No, of course not. Yeah, so hopefully we're able to just flush that one. And like we just gotta kill the Raiders. Like it's gonna like obviously you can only take so much, but we have to. We have to.
They legitimately should score 5 points that game. Like I don't see a way that Geno Smith or is it who the hell is their quarterback right now? Is it still Geno?
It's Geno, yeah.
Well, there's no way Geno Smith should come up in the link with Tyquan Thornton and light up that defense, that secondary.
Tyquan Thornton. I think Tyquan Thornton plays for the Chiefs.
No, he plays for the
Isn't that
Raiders.
Who's the Chiefs guy? Who's the Chiefs? Oh, you got it. But yeah.
Does he not?
No, you got it. Taiwan. No, wait.
No, Tyquan plays for the Chiefs. So who plays for the Raiders?
Is it Trey? Trey. I know
Dante Thornton.
Yes, Dante Thornton. Yes.
Dante Thornton, Tyler Lockett, Jack Beck, and Trey Tucker.
Tyler
Lockett.
Come on,
dude. If Geno Smith gets 50 yards, we're bad.
Dory Smith.
Probably just gonna eat on Jordan Mailata.
No, yeah, absolutely. They'll probably put him on Fred, honestly. But yeah, they'll switch him around.
Lane should be back next week.
Dory Jackson was playing hot though last night.
I loved it.
I liked it.
This is okay. So Dory Jackson is the exact example of what good coaching looks like versus what bad coaching looks like. The Eagles' offense have only gotten worse. Somehow, Vic Fangio has made Dory Jackson only get better.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for Frank Reich next year. I think it's going to be so much fun. He's going to give us an average offense. And we're going to have an average offense with an elite defense.
Oh, man.
It's got to be Frank Reich. It's got to be
I want Mike McDaniel, bro.
He'll get another head coaching job. That's the issue. You got to get a guy that nobody wants as a head coach. Frank Reich.
Even if it's here, I think that is like the perfect. Him and Jalen Hurts is the perfect balance of like for an OC like quarterback. I need to see that, but yeah, no, I agree with everything you're saying in actuality.
In reality, there is nothing stopping them from firing Kevin Patullo and bringing in Frank Reich, but there is something stopping them from doing that. But like legitimately
in the off season, right? Not now.
No, right now they could do it right now.
They can bring in Frank Reich. If we're gonna do that, just bring in Frank Reich as like an advisor and like do it like that way.
I really think they should bring in Frank Reich. The guy has so much experience as an NFL player.
I imagine he's the kind that can come in and do it and like just chill and do that job professionally and not step on too many toes.
Exactly. He seems just like, hey, Kevin, maybe we stop running curls at a historic rate. Do you see the interception that Hurts threw on the Devonta Smith curl?
Yeah.
He was running a curl route against cover 4 where there's curl defenders. Like that guy's job is to not let them do a curl. Like
it was a crappy route too, though. I can't lie. That was
awful. I was like, the play call was bad, the route was bad, and the throw was bad. That was the worst play.
Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad. Yeah.
Every night it just got worse. I'm like, wait, why did you do that? Like when the Eagles ran one of their under center plays was Devonta Smith motion behind Hurts. And then Goddard came back the other way on a block the D end, and it was an inside zone run to the right. And so Goddard was blocking the D end. And it didn't work. They lost 4 yards, but it ended up not counting because they had an offside penalty. So the Eagles go to 1st and 5. The following play, the Eagles run a fake out of that play. Like, you can't fake something that didn't work. Like, it didn't work. You can't then try to fake it. They're not scared of anything.
Inexperience.
Like if you're a Chargers defender, you're like, oh wait, they just ran this play. It didn't work. What do you mean? I also liked your
It's a
text from
mess.
last night with it was another Devonta Smith motion.
For so much, it was a lot. I was like,
Dude runs
"Jeez."
miles on the field without running a route.
I know. Literally have him run that route just in front of the line of scrimmage just one time. Have him do that just after the snap in front of the line of scrimmage, please.
No, Justin,
Oh my
they're
goodness.
terrified of man beating routes. They only can they can't run those. When there's an all-out blitz, they have to run curls. They can't run away from the defender.
Yeah. To something you brought up, it was like literally they took and they're like, hey, like just make sure you do nothing we did last year.
Yeah.
We nothing Kellen Moore, anything Kellen Moore that you just can't.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Like, don't even think about
it. Yeah. Hurts. You see a light box and it's 5 wide. No, you can't audible. Well, also the other issue is they get to the line of scrimmage with 2 seconds every time. We got that's gotta stop. But I don't know how that hasn't stopped. The fact that hasn't stopped makes it seem like they don't practice. Like I don't think they practice.
I mean, rookie offense, like it's a good just seconds, milliseconds, all adds up.
Because like if you gave Hurts 15 seconds of the line, he could then check to a play, but he's got no time to check to anything. He's just got to run what he's got. Mm-hmm. Even if he sees like this isn't going to work, he's just got to do what he's got. Like, I hate this team. Actually, I don't hate this team. I don't care about this team anymore. It's whatever. It is what it is. I'm excited for the 2026 Eagles.
I just want to be entertained, man. That's like kind of the point I'm at. Just like,
I mean, I haven't seen an entertaining NFL game since week 1 with the
oh my goodness
that Ravens Bills game.
Who did I watch the other day? Did the Bills play the Bears in a good? The Bills just played a good game. I'm trying to think who.
The snow game.
Bengals?
Was that the Bengals?
Yeah, with Burrow? Yeah. That was a good game. I like that.
Well, Burrow makes everything a good game. That guy just knows how to make offense. It's so funny.
It is very funny.
I don't think Joe Burrow's playing a game where he didn't have 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, it feels like.
Goodness. They have some offensive weapons too, which is kind of crazy. I don't know their offseason is going to be funky. But anything else about the birds you got?
I hate that bunny. I hope that bunny.
The bunny.
I'm also anti Big Dom, but that's a personal thing.
What happened?
Big Dom.
You're not with it. You're over him.
No. Our 44-year-old NFL head coach did not need a babysitter. Like that's so crazy.
Oh my goodness. He was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's just because South Philly Italians love him, and that's fair. Go Flyers.
Maybe you want a cheesesteak, honestly. I often don't want a cheesesteak all the time, but like I'm like I don't want.
I just had a good one the other day.
A cheese,
a
cheese with when you say with, that's referring to the onions, right? With or without, gotcha. Yeah.
With.
Was with.
Yeah.
Shout out. What's your favorite spot again? Delisandro. Wait, what was it? Was Delisandro's the spot I like?
That's Jackson's. I like John's roast pork on Columbus Building. That's my favorite.
I haven't been there. I need to go.
Yeah, please. We were supposed to go on a cheesesteak tour, but then then we kind of didn't do it. But we can next year in the summer. It's so much easier.
I want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it'd be so much fun.
Do you think a random idea do you think a French fry tour exists? See, that's a good tour. That's a good tour because you can have like
that's
a
good
lot.
Tour. It's
basically I know. I feel like it's basically a bar crawl at that point. Honestly, it probably just
it would be just to be the French ride.
Yeah, it just drinks fries pretty much. All right. Well, anything else in the restaurant and food space to get off our hearts and minds?
Philly got 2 Michelin stars and there's big drama around it, but I don't really know about it.
A restaurant in Philly or like
2 Michelin stars and people are like, oh,
there's too fast.
No, it was Michelin. Like Michelin just came to Philly, like, and they're the first 2 to get it. And people are pissed at which ones they picked.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Drama.
What kind of was like Italian? Do you know what kind of restaurants they were?
One was a French bakery, and one was some like an Asian place, I believe. Asian cuisine, but never been. So
I'm ordering dinner after this, so that's part of the reason I'm like so into this conversation.
I got chicken piccata waiting for me.
I know, bro. I had a chicken piccata at a work lunch the other day. It was
Oh, really?
honestly, yeah, it was pretty good, bro. It was this restaurant in the big city. Think of that, and it had a prefix for $25,
Oh
and I got
shit!
an entree, an appetizer, and a dessert. And the chicken piccata plate was big. It was big. It gave me
Whoa,
like 2 like pounded chicken breasts. Yeah, bro. In the
that's
big
crazy.
city. Yeah, no. But we'll
That might have been
probably
like $50 all you can eat, all you can drink.
$50 all you can eat. What kind of spot is that? Like American food, Italian?
It was a Mexican restaurant. It was for OU Texas, and it had a taco bar, and it was actually really good.
Okay.
You should come
There's
sometime.
a spot. It will not be a $25 prefix spot, but Grimaldi's. You and Jay,
Yeah,
we're gonna definitely take you there.
word,
It's like a family style restaurant. So, and I haven't been a
word. I'm
few
so
times,
down.
so I've only had like one dish. So I'm gonna make it happen. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching. That is everything wrapped up. Yeah, that's everything we got going on today. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, tell somebody you love them, and yeah, go Birds. You can say that now. Keep football. Go Birds. Peace.